just bugging.
Hey man, what we got here?
We are back on the 74 Super Beetle with the 2054 build, and Dan will be happy to hear we're about to crank this thing up. We had to finish the wiring on it and get the custom dash in there right now. So Rick's got all the lights and everything working. The electric fuel pump hooked up. I've got the oil cooler mounted up under there. It looks really sweet. I'll get under there and take some pictures of it later. The routing I'm really proud of. It looks nice.
We're gonna fire it up for the first time in its home.
Yep.
Hell yeah!
This is badass. You got all the cooler all routed in there with the fan. Went ahead and did a quick front wheel alignment because you know the whole thing got lowered way back. You know at the beginning when the car came here. So he's got all the wiring set up. You know, he's mounting the gauges back in there. Got the panel pulled out. Got the new stick in there, the shifter. So we got a front disc brake conversion to put on it. So coming together nicely.
Oh yeah!
Can't wait to hit the road with it. I'm sure Dan did.
What you think of it?
Yeah. Right on the money with that.
Alright.
Not many people do Super Beetles, but I think they're
Awesome.
coming around.
Oh, yeah.
That's bugging.
And then every once in a while you find somebody that wants to put the Super in Super Beetle.
Yeah, well,
This is it, man.
it's got the super in it.
Super and Super Beetle, that's for sure.
Yeah, badass.
That's sweet. Oh yeah?
Sweet.
Oh yeah?
Alright guys, you see I got my front disc brake setup going on. Here's what came off, the drum, and got my new calipers here, ready to go on. All my hardware and my shims to shim the caliper on the bracket. New lines, hard lines, and flexible lines. So I've already got my new races put into the rotors and packed my bearings with grease and installed my seal. All these the brackets put on with Loctite on the bolts with the locking nuts. And I'm all ready on this side. So now I can start putting this back together. As you recall in earlier videos, we put the lowering kit on this. It has the hardline correct sway bar for it, all new bushings and ball joints. So he's gonna have a nice setup here. We'll get it as close as possible, the caster, camber, and toe in, toe out, and send it out to Tire Roundup. All right, let me get back to putting this thing together. All right, I got the rotor on one side. Got my speedometer cable there, my rotor, and I'm about to figure out what shims I'm gonna need for the caliper. You need to shim it to where it's gonna not be rubbing one way or another. You can see down here, see the gap? So that's telling me that I've got to shim this for sure. And it could be different on other vehicles. You never know what you're gonna need. So let me try one thin one and one thick one. You're supposed to get the same amount, the top and the bottom, of course. Give me some Loctite on here. I don't want red because, of course, you want to be able to get it apart when you're changing your disc brake. So let's see what we get here. Kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass. This one. All right, as you can see, I got it all on here. All we have to do is bleed the brakes and be done with the front disc brake conversion. I want to mention that this has a new master on it, but the master does not have to be changed when you just do the front disc brakes. It's required if you do all disc brakes. I'm pretty sure it's a 19mm bore for the stock one, which is sufficient for a rear drum and front disc. And then you have to upgrade to the 20.6 bore master if you do all-wheel disc brakes. In some cases, you need a portional valve in it to change the pressures for your back versus the front. Alrighty, so that's that. Hey Rick, so we're almost ready to take this for a spin, huh?
Yeah.
Bleeding the brakes, and we got everything ready to go. Got the clutch adjusted and she's running sweet. And maybe sometime this week I'll try to get this thing cleaned up, looking a little nicer than it is. It's been here for a while. This was a big build, the entire wiring harness and all. So it's
Most people think this belongs to us.
Yeah, I know, as long as it's been here. Yeah, it had some holdups, but this one's quite a custom build. You know, we had to get that fan up under there, the oil cooler, all the lines, and yeah, it's been hell, you know, and it's got the freeway flyer in it and new axles. And
You see that right there?
what?
Right there.
What's that?
That's the one spot we haven't touched.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man, what we got here?
The 74 Super Beetle with the 2054 in it. She's about to move on her own for the first time. You ready?
But I'm happy.
Cool.
I'm happy with it. Just like I said, need some fine tuning.
Yeah. Cool.
I think we're only getting about 80% of the snort we should ought to be getting.
Hey guys, it's a beautiful day out here today in Florida, and I'm working on the 74 Banana Beast. Yes, it is official. He just went with Dalton to the store to have some decals made up of a Banana Beast and lettering on the side, and it's going to go on the quarter windows is what I think I heard. And as you can see, we took a little maiden voyage in it. Rick said he wants to tune it in a little bit more. There's some more horsepower there that needs to be brought out. And he thinks it's zero in and on the cam with the timing, maybe it advanced another degree or two. So Dan wanted to lower this down before we send it out for front wheel alignment. We don't want to make any changes and then it's, you know, it's going to throw the alignment off. I'm sure it's going to set it off a little bit. So what we're going to do is, way back earlier when this car got here, I installed all these adjustable strut and the hardline sway bar that goes with it when you lower these Super Beetles. That was the first time I've ever installed this kit. And this cone right here, the base of the spring has a snap ring around here, and there's different grooves in it where you can set it, and I'm pretty sure I set it in the middle one. I think there's 5 grooves. There's one right there. I don't think you can see it. And then I put it on the other one, and then there's like 2 that are hidden here. So we're gonna drop it down, probably the last one. Hopefully I don't have to do this again. I turn these upside down because I can't have these rods going up into there. I'm looking for the simplest way to do it without taking anything apart. So I'm hoping this will work right here with my compression tool, if you can see, and I'm going to try to compress it enough to get this to move and enough to push it up and pull that snap ring off, and then drop it down to the last setting and see what we get. So cross your fingers. Let's see. All right, guys, my idea worked. I compressed the spring the way I could actually get to it. I had to flip these upside down so I could hit them from the top, so I had all the clearance for the bolt to come out the other end. And then this snap ring here, as you can see, I hope you can see all the lines here, and I did go to the center. There's 5 of them, but this cone has to clear like 3 of them. There's another one right here, my fingernail's touching it, and there's one above that. This cone is going to come all the way down until this rests inside here. So you're going to have to clear all that to get to the snap ring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this snap ring and curl it over to the last setting, and hopefully that's not too far, and we'll see what it's going to drop. But it's easier to get to the bottom one than it is to get to that third one, but it can be done, and that's what you pay for this setup for. It's probably about, I think if I'm wrong, I mean, it's been a while since I put it on, about $650 to correctly do this, because if you don't do it correctly, or like you don't get the correct sway bar for what this is going to do to the caster and camber, you'll never get this car aligned. So you have to follow these instructions. It's completely different than a Beetle. All right, so let me get back to it and we'll see. I'm going to do some painting today, so I'm just trying to see how much it's going to take to do one side, so I'll get back to it. All right, guys, it was really no big deal. I just hope I don't go too low, but I'm going to go to the lowest setting anyway, so what the hell, see what happens. Hopefully the tires don't hit the fenders. It's not much of a difference. I would say it's about 2 inches, probably a 2-inch drop, because I was here and then I went down 2, so I'm at the very lowest point, and this is the first time I've ever adjusted this kit that I installed, so live and learn. I like it. It's not that much. Take about an hour labor, you know. Of course, you got to get it all positioned up on stands and everything, so it's not that bad. Oh yeah, one thing I want to point out is that snap ring. Of course, you're going to have to get you know, some little picks and get behind it, pick it out, grab it with this, you know, and then work it down. But when you do get it down there, you're going to see that after you've stretched it a little bit to get it down there, you want to go around it with a punch and make sure it drops into the groove. You don't want this to come down any further, so that's what you're going to need to do. And then, as you can see, it's kind of beveled, so when this drops down on it, it's going to try to pinch it and close it into that hole. So just a little word of caution there.
Hey man, what we got here?
Well, the 74 Super Beetle, the Banana Beast that is, which it is officially the Banana Beast. Done with the front suspension lowering. That is at the lowest point. Saw in the videos of me doing it, it worked out really well. You know, it takes, you know, your time to jack it up and everything, but it takes about an hour at least, an hour and a half aside. You know, mostly putting the compression tool on and taking it off takes the longest part. But now we got to do the running boards, get some adjusters stuck on one of the wheel positions in the rear for the brakes, and make sure it's all drivable and tuned in properly for the cam and all. And we are going to be putting a wing on the back, spoiler, whatever you want to call it.
Also yesterday, me and Dan happened to go to a sticker shop and get stickers done for right here of a banana, and it's the same banana that you guys saw in the previous videos of this car, and it will say Banana Beast right here. That'll be cool, and that'll be on both sides. Also, he has this little spoiler.
Yeah, and Dan's son made this, so it's going to be like right here, kind of like the 68 we saw at B-Dubs last time at the swap meet. So it's going to be kind of like vaulted right here, you know. That's going to look sharp, and of course we're going to put the shield back on here, whatever you call it.
Rain guard.
Rain guard, whatever. She's coming together and looking nice. It does look like it's got something going on. You know, and look at it, it's just sits down a lot lower now. I like it. The Super Beetles do look great without the bumper on it. You know, just get those plugs on it. Yeah. And I agree with you. It'd be nice to paint all of these
black,
flat black.
Yep.
And the trim also. It would really look good on this.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're gonna go out and check out 2054 build. Only the second time it's been out on the road. See if there's any more adjustments to make and timing. How's the brakes? Good brakes. Feels good, comes back up.
Yeah.
You like it? The steering wheel needs straightened out, huh?
Yeah. It run good. We wasn't getting full throttle last time.
Yeah. Doesn't sound stock. No. It's real throaty. Beetle. I got the stickers in for it, called the Banana Beast. Yeah, we still got a little tweaking and shit, as you can tell.
It's still pretty nice.
That was sweet. You enjoyed it? Hell yeah.
We still got some tweaking to do.
Man, so what are we going to do?
We are going to tire roundup 2. I have the front wheels aligned on Dan's 2054 74 Super Beetle.
Yeah.
And that's about it. And then we're going to come back and tweak everything and tune it in for the drivability and make sure the brakes are all fine and everything. Then we got an issue with the seat. You can't fit into the car with the stock seat all the way back. It's just not far enough, so we're gonna have to deal with that too. So got a few little things that we didn't expect. Once he got into it, we realized that. So that's what we're up to on the 74 Super Beetle.
Hey man, where are we?
We are at Tire Roundup. We are going to get the car aligned, like I said.
It's looking sweet.
Oh yeah.
I really like this. That's cool. Hey man, so it's here.
Yep, it looks nice. I like the stamp, but I got to go 1 more inch up because it kind of rubbed here when you have 2 full-size men in there. The wheel wanted to rub right there. So
Yeah.
got to go up 1 inch. I love the stamp.
Yeah.
It could go drop a little bit back to the back, a tooth or so, but yep, looking good.
Oh yeah.
Got a little miss at about 95. I thought I'd mention that to you.
Sounds so good. Looking sweet. You got them all polished up. Looking good, man. Banana Beast.
The Banana Beast.
Yeah, and we got the seats in here now. Of course, we got to get the passenger one still made up. But this is right at the spot. Of course, it's not mounted down yet, but it's right at the spot.
Those are just
For Dan?
seats for
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're nice and thin.
About maybe getting a console for there.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made them for these, and then I went online and I looked.
Yeah.
I'll just measure it up width and length, and
Yeah.
you know, fit over the shifter and a couple cup holders.
And since they're narrower seats, you can definitely do that because with the original seats, they got that curve.
Space between them.
Yeah, no space. No, you can barely get down there for that e-brake. Yeah, this is sweet. Yeah, he's not gonna go with any back seats and have any rear passengers. Just think of it as like a Corvette, you know.
Had one of those.
Yeah, but yeah, it's sweet. It's coming out nice.
I think this would be a little quicker than my Corvette, though.
Oh yeah, that's the Banana Beast right there, man. So, we got this side on.
Yeah.
Yep. That banana looks good, doesn't it?
It does. He looks like a banana beast, that's for sure.
It's a cool name too.
Yeah, I've been on a roll with naming some of these cars.
Yeah, Orange Crush, Banana Beast.
He had his own name, Sneak Bug, but we couldn't find a Sneak Bug that was actually yellow, so
Yeah, they're all green.
it didn't really make sense.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Sweet.
Cool.
Sweet.
The Banana Beast. That looks badass.
Yeah, it does. Hey man, what we got here?
This is my new custom seating here for Dan. See, it goes all the way back to where the rear seat would be, but he's not putting one in this. And he's tall, big fella to fit in here, and it couldn't fit in those at all under a steering wheel, and it's perfect. And these seats were for the back of a brand new patrol car, extended cab truck. I guess a buddy of mine worked for the city somewhere, and I had to customize.
Hop in it, man.
Yeah, I had to customize the brackets to put it on, and then tracking for these seats that didn't come with tracking.
It looks good in a Beetle.
And then, yeah, and it comes to a 90 right here, and it's got a curve here, so you have plenty of room. I'm going to put one over here too, but I got to make the brackets and the trackings in the box there. So you'll have plenty of room for shifting, for a center console. You know.
Let's see the lumbar.
I like this. And it pushes up against the small of your back, so it's real comfortable. They're even better than I thought they would be. But a nice thing about it, you want to get something back there, because nobody's going to sit back there. You can fold forward like that. It's nice.
Yeah, it's sweet. Earlier, you know, I completely cleaned all the windows inside and out, and they look great. Cleaned up real well.
Eventually put door panels and everything on it, but he's going to get out and enjoy it now. So, and I'll make another bracket for the other seat and make that work.
So yeah, it's looking sweet.
Looking sweet.
Hey guys, it's Dalton.
And G-Man.
This is a long delayed video, but hey, it's finally here.
Yeah, it's been a work in progress, and it still is a work in progress. We've learned a lot from this, being that it's our first big stroker motor build. So there's some things that we learned along the way that could be done differently, and we've changed it, and
Which you'll see in
and
the
we
second
continue
video.
to do changes, and it's gotten to the point where we should be as far as running, and now Dan's going to be making some changes to the interior in the future. But it'll be out on the road, and it'll be at the 10th anniversary V-Dubs factory
VW
celebration.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to see this vehicle, then come out to the VW factory 10th year anniversary and check it out. And Dan will be there too. But stay tuned for the part 2 of this video where we go out to eat with Dan and we drive around the Banana Beast and get it fully tuned in for him to drive it.
Yep.
So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and have a just buggin' of a day.
Keep on bugging.